Alright guys, hey, I'm Jennifer and I'm going to talk to you today about my oldest child's birth story, like being in the hospital. I think that explains a lot about what I brought to the hospital this time, why I was so cautious and I brought extra stuff. Things that I did bring that I didn't necessarily need to, just because of last time. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So after 32 and a half hours, my baby girl was born 2 years ago, 2 years and 2 months ago. Probably by the time this video goes up, or really close to that. And when she was born, she only weighed 4 pounds and 2.5 ounces. So even though baby boy weighed 6 pounds and 5.5 ounces, he was a lot bigger than his sister. In fact, sister was so small that while she was born, even though she was 41 weeks and 5 days of gestation, when I delivered her, they treated her like a preemie. Well, because she wasn't, they had me doing this triple feed method. They were giving me all this stuff to make sure she latched because she was so small. They had given me a nipple shield. They had given me a pump to start doing the triple feed. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much you feed 15 minutes on one side, 15 minutes on the other side, and then feed her for 15 minutes with a bottle while you're pumping for 15 minutes. So, or at least that's how it was explained to me. So I think she was overeating at first. They were just trying to get her to be like on the scale, like, or whatever, like on the line, to be like in that, even the first percentile so badly. Like, we have small babies on my mom's side of the family. Like, the biggest one of me and my sisters was 7 pounds, 11 ounces. My cousins, both their babies were super small when they had them. So yeah, we just have really small babies. And I just, like, there's nothing else to say about that. And so we have small babies. My husband is like not the tallest. He's under average height. So we're small. I'm small. Small babies run in our family. Like, what? Like, what do you want us to do? So they had me like trying to like overfeed her to just get her on this stupid growth chart. And I mean, she was growing. She was gaining weight. But they had given me all the stuff, and it was, everything they had given me in the hospital was too big. So, somewhere along this breastfeeding journey, after trying to overproduce milk to overfeed her, and she was getting sick, so we had to change the formula that we were using in our supplemented breast milk for the bottle feedings. Yeah, so that came over into this pregnancy. Like, right away when I got my milk in, I was producing like 6 ounces of milk, and I was like, whoa, we gotta slow this down. Like, this is way too much. like I was having to feed him and then pump, and I was still getting like 4 ounces afterwards. So, and if I would, I went to the store the other day, my husband fed him, and I had to come home and pump because I was full and leaking everywhere. So I went and pumped, and I got 6 ounces. So that's kind of how I know how much milk I was producing or am producing. So yeah, that was, so it's come over to this one. But anyways, back to the story of all the craziness. So they had me triple feeding. They had given me a pump and nipple shields in the hospital, and I kept using them when I got home, and it turns out that everything I was using was too big. They apparently, all those things come in different sizes, and if you use one that's too big, then it can give you mastitis. So I got mastitis really bad in on my right side and a little bit on my left, but the right one was like super bad. I was having to like take hot showers and massage it out, and it was just really painful. Like I had like a knot this big from just milk that was caught and I couldn't release. So yeah, that's why I was so careful this time with this pregnancy and delivery. Like, I didn't want any of that happening again. So I had bought my own nipple shields to make sure they were in the right size. I brought my own pump with nipple shields that did not come with it. Like, I had to buy them separately to make sure that I was using the correct size. Yeah, of that. And yeah, so that's just kind of the story. I did overproducing did end up coming in handy at the end of that first year with my oldest. Just to finish up the story, I did miscarry. We got pregnant when she was about 9 months old, or they think that's about when. And so closer to when she started turning 1, but she wasn't 1 yet, I had dried up. And so luckily we had all the milk stashed away in the freezer that we could use. And it lasted even till she was over 1. We were even able to go in and slowly introduce her, like a lot of pediatricians suggest. You give them like an ounce of whole milk, and then the rest breast milk, and then 2 ounces and the rest, and just slowly build that up, because our milk is a lot sweeter than cow's milk. So just to get them used to the taste and the difference, we were actually blessed to be able to slowly introduce milk that way. So yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. I don't really know what all to say in this video. I just kind of wanted to throw out what happened in the hospital, so that way you guys knew why I was bringing all that extra stuff that I didn't really end up using. And yeah, look out for another video where I show you what all I did use in my hospital bag. So I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.